Hello grade 3, are you okay? Today we are going to start looking at the book for unit number 4. Unit 4 is jobs. What is job? Job แปลว่าอะไรอาชีพ So we're going to look at jobs. The book has 6 jobs. Today we are only going to look at the words for the job, the name of the job. We are not going to look at what people do for work in that job. What is work? Work. ทำงาน We're not going to look at that. We're just going to look at the 6 jobs. We will look at some things like where do those people work? Where do they work? Okay. But we won't look yet at what do they do? No. We will just look at the names of the jobs. So you will need your student book. I think it's page number 38. And if you have them, your headphones. Okay? So that's it. We are going to start Unit 4 in the book. Let's do it. Okay? Let's start with Unit 4. This is the first page of Unit 4, page number 38. Unit 4 is about jobs. What is a job? Job แปลว่าอะไรอาชีพ Yes, so this is the name of the jobs. Okay, there are 6. Let's look at them. Number 1, pilot. Pilot. So a pilot is someone who flies an aeroplane, or as we saw in the last lesson, a helicopter, a hot air balloon, a jet fighter. Are there any other things? Maybe, but that's a pilot. So pilot, นักบิน, a pilot. Number 2, a dentist. There are many dentists in Bangkok. There is one next to Pattaya Udom Suksa in Soi 64. A dentist. They look after your teeth. They help you when you have a problem with your teeth. Number 3, a photographer, not photographer, photographer, not photographer, okay? Photographer. Photographer takes your picture. Photographer takes a picture of anything. If they have a camera, then they are a photographer. Number 4, a postal worker. Now, postal worker can also be called a postman or postwoman if it's a lady. In America, they say postal worker. Okay. In America, they also say mailman or mailwoman. So let's think about that. So คนอังกฤษพูด postman คนอเมริกาพูด postal worker หรือ mailman. Okay? They are all the same. เหมือนกัน You can say any, but in the book, it is postal worker. Okay, number 5. A mechanic. Do I know this in Thai? Is it Chan Som Rok? A mechanic. A mechanic fixes anything with an engine. Anything with an engine. So this mechanic in the picture is a car mechanic. But you can have a helicopter mechanic. You can have a washing machine mechanic. A mechanic fixes anything that has an engine, a motor. And number 6, an architect. Architect, not architect, okay? I know it is CH, but it is not ch, it is k. Architect. An architect draws and designs buildings and bridges and parks and airports and swimming pools. That is an architect. They design things. They do not build. They only design on paper. Okay, these are our 6 new words for unit number 4. Now let's just practice those words again, and then we can also talk about where people do these jobs. Where do they do the job? So number 1, pilot. A pilot. So a pilot works at an airport. An airport. This is Suvarnabhumi Airport. And they also work in the cockpit of an aeroplane. The cockpit is where you sit to fly the aeroplane. In the picture from the student book, the cockpit is very small because the aeroplane is very small. In the picture underneath, the cockpit is very big because the aeroplane is very big. 2 people fly the aeroplane. Look at all the buttons and the TVs and there's an iPad. I think that's for playing games because the aeroplane can fly itself. It doesn't need a pilot all the time. Do you know what that's called? That's called the autopilot. So yeah, a pilot works in an airport and in the cockpit of an aeroplane. Okay, what about a dentist? A dentist works in a dental practice. This is like a shop. A dental practice is a shop on the street. Okay, sometimes it's just one dentist, sometimes it's 2 or 3 or 4, and there are many rooms in the dental practice. The dental practice will be on the street next to 7-Eleven, somewhere like that. Okay, that is a practice. They also work in a hospital. Dentists can work in a hospital. This is the Bangkok Hospital in Bangkok. A photographer. So a photographer works in a studio. A studio is a room where they have lights and a background. It can be white, it can be blue, it can look like outdoors, it can look like a classroom, it can look like a castle, but it is inside, indoors, okay? So you go there and sit down or stand up or lie on the floor, and the photographer will change the lights and the colours so that he gets good photographs. Photographers also work with nature. Nature is outside, outdoors. This is a mountain and a lake, but nature can also be outdoors looking at cats in Sukhumvit or people walking in Vipawadi. Okay, it's something outdoors, natural. Okay, so photographers work in a studio and they work in nature. A postal worker or postman, they work at the post office. Many post offices in Bangkok. Where is the big one for Laxi? Laxi is where Pattaya Udom Suksa School is. The big post office for Laxi is in Tanon Jengwatana. So a postman works at the post office. But when he needs to go out, he works on the road. On the road. He has a van or a motorcycle or a bicycle, or he walks and he takes letters and parcels, boxes to people's houses, offices, schools. Then he is on the road. That's a postal worker. Number 5, a mechanic. Mechanic. A mechanic can work in a garage. Now, con Ankrit put garage. Con America put garage. Alai Godai, up to you. You can say garage or garage. Up to you. They are okay. So they work in a garage That's inside. So the garage is where they work. You take your car to their garage and they will keep your car. And when they have fixed it, you will come and get your car at the garage. There is a garage next to Patai Udom Suksa. Okay, the other place a mechanic can work is on the road. So your car has broken down. Oh no. You call the mechanic on your telephone and he or she will come to your car and fix your car on the road. Okay, so this is a mechanic. An architect. Now we say an if I'm talking about one, okay? 1 คน An architect. We say an because architect begins with sala a. Okay? Any word that begins with a vowel, sala. Okay? เสียง sala. An architect. ไม่ใช่ a architect. An architect. So an architect, remember, designs buildings, bridges, things like swimming pools, offices, condos, schools. Yeah? They work in an office. Maybe their office is at their house. Maybe it is in a big office, but they work at an office. This is an architect's drawing table. It's called a drafting table. And they draw these houses, factories, schools. They draw them with a pen and a ruler. It's very difficult. It's not easy. You have to have lots and lots of practice. Just like speaking English. ฝึกฝนมาก Yeah? You must practice. Okay, they can work in an office or they can be on site. Now, site is the name for where something is being made, where it is being built. Here we can see houses. So this is a muban, okay? A housing estate. Muban แปลว่าภาษาอังกฤษ housing estate. So the architect might go to look and help the builders and the engineer. If something is wrong, they can take their picture and they can say, no, you need to move that 1 meter, or no, it needs to be higher or lower or bigger or smaller. Okay, so this is the job of an architect. Okay, now there are 2 words I want to look at from our 6 new words that might be a little bit confusing how to say them. The first one is mechanic. Mechanic. Okay, now I know it has CH in the middle, but the word is not ch. Okay, it's not ch. It is a k, like K. So the way we say this word is, okay, here is the problem, CH. The way we say this word is mech and ick. Mechanic, mechanic, mechanic. It's a mechanic. He's a mechanic. She's a mechanic. Not mechanic, okay? Mechanic. Chansomrod, mechanic. Okay, great. And here is the second one that sometimes students have a problem with. This is architect. The problem is here, CH again. It is not architect, okay? Not architect, architect. No, architect, architect, architect. Okay? Great. Practice, practice. That's it. That is the first page of unit number 4. So we've looked at the 6 words in unit number 4. They are jobs. We know the names of the jobs. We know where those people work when they are doing the jobs. In the next lesson, I think we will look at the actions that people do. Can you think of any actions for these jobs? Let's think about pilot. Nak bin. What does a pilot do? Think of an action. Pilot. Well, let's think about it in Thai. Nak bin. Bin. Fly. So an action is fly, or if you are in the plane, you fly the plane. So we're going to look at actions. All I want you to do now is practice these 6 words. So if I was to show you a picture of a person, could you tell me the name of the job? Okay, just a 6 in unit number 4. Don't forget, please, to carry on with your video project, your weather project. Do I have it here? Here it is. Don't forget this. If you have not finished it or you are still doing it, that's okay. You have until October 15 to finish. So don't forget that. Practice, practice, practice. And I will see you in the next class. No homework today, okay? No homework. See you in the next lesson. Have a nice day. Bye.